again. In a recently released video on titled 7 different methods of edge finding, I happened to mention that the standard wiggler and sprung loaded edge finders are not terribly consistent. You know, you sometimes you might do it 2 or 3 times and get a different reading each time. Now, one of my viewers picked up on this and said, wouldn't it be a good idea if I actually made a video and demonstrated this effect? So that's what I intend to do now. So join me at the milling machine behind and we'll get set up and we'll see what results we can get from edge finding. Join me again in a moment. Bye. Right, so what we have here is the standard wiggler, wobbler, whatever you want to call it. Right, we run this about 1,000 RPM. So this is the first run. So just bring this up until it kicks off. There, it's just kicked off. I'm going to reset the DRO to 0. Right. Now what I intend to do now is to do this 4 times and see what how consistent the readings are. Now I'm not cheating. I'm not looking at a dial or the DRO. I'm actually just winding this back, observing the ball, watching when it kicks out. Yeah, she's kicked out, and this time the reading is 0. So the first one is 0. Let's do that again. Right, this time it's minus 1,000. I don't know that, minus at 1. Right, let's do that again. Right, this time plus 4/10. Alright, let's do that again. Kicked off again. This time it's minus 4/10. We'll do it one more time. Very careful, gently with it. Kicked off again, and this time it's plus 8/10. Right, 8/10. So as we can see, there are inconsistencies in it. So what I'll do now is I will swap this over to a standard sprung edge finder, and we'll do the same exercise again. Join me again in a moment. Bye. So what you are observing at this time is a standard sprung loaded edge finder. It's lap surfaces. Right, so we'll do the same again with this one. We'll sort of start up 1,000 RPM again, same as before. I'll bring this in, get it down a little bit more. Now we bring this in, doing it slowly until it kicks off. You'll see it kick sideways in a moment. Yeah, it's just kicked off sideways. I'll reset the DRO to 0. Right. Now let's do that again. Coming up, coming up. Oh, don't believe that one, I was too fast with it. Yeah, she's kicked off, and that is a reading of plus 1.2 thou. Right, do that again. Kicked off. This time it's a reading of plus 1.4. Right, we'll do it for the third time. Kicked off, and there we are, it's a reading of plus 1.6 at this time. And let's try it for the fourth time. It kicked off, and there we are, a reading of plus 1.6. So at least we've got two consistent readings. Right, that concludes that little exercise. So what I'll do is now is I will change it over to the electronic version. So join me in a moment when I shall be set up with the electronic one. So what you are viewing here is an electronic edge finder. There's a battery in there, and there's those little holes is an LED, and when we actually short the probe out to there, it puts the light on. So now different manufacturers say different things. The manufacturer of this one says do not run it, must be used stationary. Other manufacturers say yes, you can run it. So you know, it's a little bit of a quandary there. To be honest, I can't see why we can't run it, and in fact, I mean, I have used it with it rotating, and I find I get a more accurate reading. But anyway, what we'll do first off with this one is we will do it stationary and see what results we get. Now, as I say, you've got to be extremely delicate with this, because as I say, because this doesn't move, it's fixed. So if you bang it in there too hard, you can break it off, bend it, do all sorts of nasty. So it's a little bit more delicate. So I'm glancing down the side, watching the daylight, and I'm just moving it ever so slightly until the lights come on. See that? The lights come on. I'll reset the DRO to 0, and we'll do that again. Right, so here we go again. So you've got to be so careful with it. Don't break the thing. So delicate. Oh, Davey. Lights just come on. This time the reading 0. So that's good. Let's do that again. The lights come on. This time plus 0.2. Plus 0.2. I'll do that a third time. I'm moving it, honest, I'm moving it. Got to be so careful with it. Oh, come on, Davey. Should be almost there now. Yeah. This time a reading of +2/10 again. And we'll do it for a 4th time. Sorry, I'm moving it, I am, honest. Right, and this time I'm reading a +2/10, so that actually, so we got 3 consistent readings this time. And I think what I'll do now is I'll do this running. So running, right. Right, so can we make that out? We've got a flickering light. Now, according to the, got that, according to the DRO, that's a reading of plus 2,4 from the previous setting, so plus 2,4. But what I'll actually do is I will reset this to 0, and then we'll do it again 4 times to see what the outcome is. minus 2 tenths. Minus 2 tenths. Come on you come. Flickering light. 0, and I'll do it once more for good luck. Minus 2 tenths. Minus 2 tenths. So that seems pretty consistent, doesn't it, that one? As I say, because with the electronic one, of course, you're relying on continuity between the. Say there's a battery in here, which is connected one side of the LED. The other side of the LED is connected here, and then when you actually short that out, of course, it puts a lot on. But of course, you're relying on the how good your bearings are and lubrication and things. So you probably find that's why they say don't do it running, because you know you're going to get slop in the bearings or whatever. But anyway, I just thought that's a nice little illustration. I think what we'll do now is we'll close this out for now, and then I'll make up a little chart, and we'll come back and have a little chat about it and see what conclusions we can come to. So until we meet again in a few minutes, bye for now. Right, so here we are again. Let's see what conclusions we've come to. I've written it up on a list, and I shall now present it to you and speak as well, in case you can't quite read it. I'm sorry it's going to be like that. So we're making that out, hopefully. Right, so with the wobbler, it varied between -1 thou and +8 tenths. So you know, that's not too good. That's almost a variation of nearly 2 thou. The standard edge finder was pretty close, within 4/10 of each other. The electronic one, when it was stationary, consistent, plus 2/10 on. The first reading was 0, and 3 readings after that was all plus 3/10, so that's pretty constant. And when I actually had it running, we got a variation of -2/10, -2/10, 0, and -2/10. So you know, it looks, out of all of them, it's pretty close between the standard edge finder and an electronic one. You say it's just the old wobbler come wiggler style thing that we seem to be getting problems with. Now, all that I could probably suggest is no doubt you found this yourself, that you know, you go to edge find something and you know, you don't get the same reading twice. The only thing that I can put it down to is perhaps surface finish, or perhaps, you know, when, you know, the first time you've done it, there might have been a little spot of oil on it, and of course by the time you've actually run it round, it's disappeared. So I mean, all that I can suggest is you know, if you're mechanically doing it, is just persevere with it, and don't believe the first reading. I mean, if time isn't of the essence, you know, do it 2 or 3 times and pick the average. That's all that I can really suggest on that. I hope that's you know, been of interest to you. So we'll close up here. So once again, thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, send me a comment, and until I do another video, and there might be a bit of a gap now because I've done 4 in 3 days. Wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, well and happy, and catch you again. Bye.
That's all, folks.